Hello, Jill here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your time this morning. I hope you enjoy this video. Come along with me. We're going to get an update on the supersized bowl that I'm making. And yeah, today it's including the update. I'm going to be looking at the laces or doilies that perhaps we'd like to put on our bowl. It's not finished yet. I'm still working on the canthus stitching, but I thought I would show you how far I've come along. So let me just remove these doilies and lace for a little bit. We'll come back to those while I show you the the canthus stitching. How are you all today? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoy this little update. It's a lot of stitching, as you'll see, and those of you who do cantha, of course, already know that cantha stitching can be a lot of stitching. You can see I decided to go in, as I mentioned in my last video, that I decided to go in different directions with the cantha stitching, right? So I went this way, then diagonally, and then there. I used a different color thread on the white to tone it down a little bit, and I love that color with Rachel's fabrics here. This is Rachel from Roxy's Creations. So I'm just going to slowly spin this around and let you take a look. We're looking at the inside, which is kind of hard to, well, I suppose I could turn it inside out, huh? Remember, you can do that while you're working on it, which I do quite a bit. So here's here's the inside out, and it looks lovely, doesn't it? So I'm thinking these bowls are multifunctional. We can use them right side out or inside out and have a different look sitting on our table, right? Mine's going to hold those yarns and threads that I talked about in my last video, but you can see how I canthus stitch the whole outside. I did put a little bit of lace there. A few places I did some messy cross stitch. This is a pin, so that won't be puckered like that when I'm done. I'll show you what that's holding down in a moment when we move to the outside. But I did some seed stitch here. I don't know if you can see that seed stitch. Can you see it? Very, very tiny, and I decided just to use a very thin thread, same color as the canthus stitching, and then I did messy cross stitch along the edge there. Now I've done some, let me see, let's keep going. Tone on tone here. Now, and keep in mind, oh, I love this, but I'm going to cover some of it up with some doilies or lace or something, because we haven't done the decoration yet, right? Okay, so there you see the outside. We're back around again, and this is the bottom of the bowl. Now you could see, let me bring this up, okay? You can see the bottom of the bowl I have not canthus stitched yet. And Rachel, thank you so much for this lovely fabric. I'm going to try really hard not to lay anything on top of it because I just love to look at it. So thank you so much. If you're watching, I hope you're having a great day. But it's lovely. But I have this bottom to canthus stitch. This little piece here is part of this fabric, and I did canthus stitch it this way. But now on all of this pattern, I'll probably go a different direction. So there you have the inside. I was going to say the inside of the outside of the bowl, but you really have the inside of the bowl. So let's turn it right side out, and I may just decide to use it the other way. What I love about this is you can see how flexible and soft it is, but you can also see how it comes back. Look how it comes back to shape. I'm just so excited that my idea worked, and if you haven't seen it, go back to my making a template, because it just works. It just works. Now, if you get much bigger than this, or maybe at some point I'll make a narrow and a tall bowl, more like a vase, to see how that turns out. But I think a vase is different. So let's turn it over and see where I'm at. Okay, well, look, take the overview first. So this is the bottom. It looks pretty much like it did the last time I talked to you and the last time I did a video. So I have these 4 sections to cant the stitch. I have this to put down, and I am going to, where's it at? Where's it at? See the little fluff, can you see the fluffy edge on that? I'm going to do fluffy edge. I may even make it bigger, but when I cant the stitch that down, I'm going to leave some extra space, or I may fray it first because I really like that little soft ruffle frayed edge on that. So that needs done, but let's look at the outside as we go. Because when we do, and it's kind of hard to show you the outside edge because it's a lot closer to the camera. So how are you all doing today? I think I already asked you that, but I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. I love this little piece. That's from Rachel's Fabric. I just grabbed a small little piece and stuck it on there because I love the number. This isn't number 10 bowl. I've only made 3, so this is number 4. I should put number 4 on here somewhere. Okay, I think that's good for a review. Let's take a look at laying down some lace doilies or fabric. So I brought a little pile with me today, and I think you could see this. And I'm on my glass mat. I was doing some watercoloring yesterday. You know, my crafting medicine. This is my first cup, my only cup, and I'm not done with it yet. So if I talk funny, it's because I haven't had all my coffee yet. Now for these bowls, this is, I don't know, it's personal preference. How, if you want to lay laces or doilies. But while I was getting these out, I thought, well, I'll just put what I, a small sample in the bottom of the bowl. I happened to throw this in. And let me take that away. And look how pretty that is. I love that. I love that there. Isn't that pretty? But it does cover Rachel's Fabric, but I think that's really pretty. So that's a possibility. It's a little bit bigger than I would want for the edges, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I have this piece, and sometimes, let's go over to this brown. Hold on, let me pin this again here. I don't think I brought any other pins up, so I'm going to take one out from over here and put it up over here to hold this piece. We'll hold this piece back because this is a big expanse, and I knew I was going to put some kind of lacy something there. So when you decide to put your laces on, you could soften a big spot like that by adding a doily or some laces. Now I have this cut work here, so I'm not sure that's the spot for that. I'm going to lay it up here because it's definitely an option for the bottom. Now let's look at something like this. Also, I like to put laces over the edge. Why? I don't know. I like the way they look on top when they're finished, and that would also soften the edge, but then it's close to that cut work as well, so I don't think that's going there. So we're going to put that over here. Then I have this. I had cut the center of this little flower out to use on another project I was working on, and I thought, well, maybe that would look cute on the edge, and that looks very cute. Not that I would put it right there. Maybe I would put it over here where I have a big expanse of just a plain fabric here. That might be good. You know what, I'm gonna need some pins, huh? Since I don't want to have to remember all this, especially right now before I've had my first cup of crafting medicine. I'm gonna pin this here just so I don't forget that it's there and that I kind of like it here. Okay, let's move on. So I was talking about what am I gonna do with this brown piece when I got looking at some other pieces. So if you recall, I might have showed this in the last video, and I thought I do want to use a piece of this somewhere. I'm not sure how I want to use it yet, but I had this idea. So if I wanted to tone down that brown, I could cut a piece of this and maybe put, this is a transfer of a flower, and put that on there and make a little cluster, right? Or I could use this by itself and put a little piece of, we're into the decorating now. So how do we want our little bowl to look on the outside? That's real cute. I like that. That's gonna stay out because I really like it. This piece, I'm still up in the air about. And this piece, I was up in the air about. So we're gonna have a pile over here called up in the air. Okay, so I had made some little fabric clusters with buttons a while back, and they have just some linen, some little cheesecloth, little button, piece of lace, and I thought, well, what about that on? What about a little fabric cluster on the outside of my bowl? Now, I wouldn't be able to throw this bowl in the washing machine or anything, but I'm not sure that's a huge issue. But that is kind of cute. I'm not sure I even like the colors, but the idea of a fabric cluster here somehow makes me smile. So maybe I will use scraps, which I certainly have a lot of over here. That's why I'm pointing over there. And use them to make a cluster that would go there. And I love that idea. I don't think I would use this one because I don't have, although it could go over here to break up this. No, don't do that, Jill. No, I think I have to make another cluster, and that's not a big deal. I am going to pin that there to remind me to make another. So you can see these bowls have, you have some steps. You have the template, you have the laying of the fabric, then you have the stitching of the fabric down, and then you have a decorating phase. And sometimes the decorating phase brings ideas like this to mind that make you step away from the bowl for a moment to make something that's going to go on the outside of your bowl. But isn't that just cute? I think I'm going to do that. And I do like this little one here, so that's a go. But maybe I want it half and half on the blue and if you're laying it across the edge, you also want to be sure what it looks like on the inside. So do we like that there? I kind of like, if you look, I have another big expanse of fabric here that I think I kind of like to break up. So I think I like it there better. Did I hear one of you say, Jill, move it back, move it back? Because I thought I heard you say that. I thought I heard you say that. And that would be perfect for, yes. And I will do that. Thank you. Let's see what else we have. So we have this, we have our cluster. We had some, I have some little, what did I do with them? I have some other lace pieces over there. Okay, so that's kind of doily-ish. Let's see. I have this little piece here. Isn't that a pretty piece? Let me get rid of that. Oh, I just love these. Now these are really old, but it might be nice to lay just one in there. Let me look at this. What would I have to do to make that? So I'm going to grab my other little box of goodies and see what I have. This, I think I would want to take one of these off, and maybe I use that in the middle so it wouldn't cover up the whole of Rachel's fabric, but it would put a real pretty center in there. And let me put this back over this way. If I did that, my dogs are a little bit wound up this morning. My husband's working from home, and then I'm going to put one on the outside. That would be really cute right there. I was going to leave this crisscross and do some crisscross stitching there, but so as I was saying, I think I'm gonna do that. And I think that'll look real cute on the bottom. And then we'll have one in the center here, and it won't cover up the fabric. This is going here. I'm gonna make a cluster for there. And maybe I want a piece of softer lace, but something over here, I was thinking. I don't know if I have, no, I have, this is stamped material. I think I explained that when I was picking the fabric. So I'm checking out my other little goodie pack here. Give me a second. I thought I had some, you could put a yo-yo there. I have some old yo-yos that I got. This has to be from Rachel as well, and I'm not going to use it, but I'll show you look how cute those look on there. And I'm working on the inside, so why am I showing you? Oh, that kind of goes with that though, doesn't it? There is a little bit of gold yellow there. Huh. I may bring that into the front. I don't know. I'm going to keep that out of my possibility file. I have possibilities. Yes, that's what we like. Lots of possibilities. And I think at that point, the stitching will be done. The bottom will be done. Everything we picked out today will be done. And then I'll see if I want to add anything from there. And at that point, I will be asking you, am I done? Is this bowl done? Did we do a good job? And we'll see what everybody has to say. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you walk along with me for the rest of the journey. Have a great rest of your day. Do something you love. And until the next time.